Hello and welcome to Estuary TV News with me, James Dunn. In the show today, Lincolnshire memorabilia goes under the hammer and girls, girls, girls. But that's all I'm saying for now. First, here's Richard Morris with the news headlines.
Hello, in the headlines today, more investment for the Humber offshore wind farms, and Grimsby Golf Club's new captain has given an assurance to people interested in the sport. Lane closures have continued across the area due to grass cutting. Tomorrow, Manby Road in Immingham will have the inside lane closed throughout the day. North East Lincolnshire Council are advising that there could be a short delay to journey times. New investment is going to be coming to the Humber, says Mark O'Reilly, the director at Team Humber Marine Alliance. A three-day conference of international businesses and organisations is currently taking place in North Ferriby, just west of Hull. Tours will be given to the guests of the main offshore wind sites around the Humber. Mark O'Reilly was at the opening of the Heta training facility, which is a story we'll be bringing you tomorrow.
It is. It's one of those. It's an ongoing. This is a long-term industry where we have to build up relations in the offshore wind industry throughout Europe. This is an international industry. So the more we develop relationships with companies around the North Sea, it's better for our region. Yeah, indeed, yes. This is just one activity. We had a few weeks ago. We had a German delegation over. We've got a number of exhibitions lined up for next year. So things are really starting to hot up. The eyes are on this part of the world now, and we hope to see more investments in the Humber region.
Lincolnshire Police are appealing for information regarding the theft of a vintage plough in Skegness. Between the 8th of October to the 15th, someone entered the grounds of the Church Farm Museum and stole the item worth several £1000s. It is a grey Massey Ferguson offset plough. It is registered with the British Arts Council under a special code which is affixed to the plough on a tag, although this could be removed. Anyone with any kind of information is asked to contact Lincolnshire Police. Officers investigating the fatal collision on the A16 on Monday have issued a further witness appeal. The driver of the white van has contacted police and provided information about another vehicle that was travelling behind the Citroën involved and did not stop after the vehicle left the road. The occupants of this car may be important, and Lincolnshire Police are urging them to contact the Collision Witness Hotline on 01522 558855. You may recall a while ago we told you about the Beverley Literature Festival. Well, the event has been hailed a success by people involved. 350 people attended Baroness Shirley Williams's talk about her late mother, the author and pacifist Vera Brittain. That was the event that marked the end of this year's festival, which comprised of over 40 different events and brought writers, artists, musicians and more to the town over an 11-day period. Police are appealing for information to identify a man involved in an incident in Toff's Bar, Newland Avenue in Hull. The event started as a heated discussion at 2 a.m. on Sunday the 14th of September. However, the discussion turned to violence and one man ended up with a broken nose and 2 black eyes. Anyone with any kind of information is asked to contact Humberside Police. The incoming captain of Grimsby Golf Club has guaranteed that the sport can increase the social aspect of life. Tony Lightfoot was speaking ahead of the club's Get Into Golf event coming up this week. It will give people the opportunity to give golf a go for free at the club this Thursday and sample their facilities as well as the sport. Tony believes that it can provide great social boosts for people of all ages.
We want to ensure that we have more input, younger people coming in to keep the pipeline going. Obviously people retire eventually, although it is a game for all ages. Eventually we do get people who retire each year, and we need to back up that pipeline with young people and people in early retirement, or people who find themselves with some time on their hands, who are looking for a new challenge in a new sport.
There's more and more new golfers coming into the sport. Obviously we're working quite closely with the local golf union, the Lincolnshire Golf Union, and I would say, we're trying to encourage people to have a go at golf. It is becoming more and more popular. You know, we're very busy with new golfers coming into the game, and this obviously what we're coming up with very soon is another way of trying to introduce people to the game.
That's all from me. Bye for now.
Thank you, Richard. Now, these days, most of us think that auctions are something that you do online. But for this catalogue, only a real-life auction right here in Lincolnshire would do. Mixing historic items and modern technology, it was a special one. Dave Nunn went along to hear the gavel fall.
It's something many of us do every day on sites like eBay. Auctions have become extremely popular, with the public buying items from all over the world. Now, however, one local auctioneer is bringing a local themed auction.
Well, we're a general auction house. We have 9 to 10 auctions per annum, and each sale consists of between sort of 6 to 850 lots per sale. Each sale will have a mixture of general household items, ceramics, pictures, furniture, silver, jewellery, something for everybody.
Lincolnshire auctions offer a unique touch on auctions, and they have been happening for a while at Taylor's in Louth. The items that have been on offer at past auctions have reflected Lincolnshire's history.
I don't know whether there's any sort of real bizarre. I mean, there's certainly a lot of things that will have a local interest. For example, local newspapers. We've got a lot of postcards this time, including postcards that document the Louth flood of 1920. We've got documents relating to the land drainage, the laying of the railway lines in the 19th century, which obviously will be of interest to local historians. But then equally there's local antique furniture as well.
The rise of sites such as eBay haven't damaged physical auctions like the ones at Taylor's. If anything, they've made auctions even more popular, as now auctions at Taylor's attract bidders from all over the world.
Hopefully very popular. I mean, our auctions have become increasingly popular over the last 2 or 3 years since we adopted online bidding as well as bidding in the room, which basically means that not only have we got buyers from our immediate catchment area, we've got buyers from all over the world. We regularly get bids from Russia, America, Italy, France, Ireland. You know, literally the world is our oyster.
At the most recent auction, over 700 lots were sold out of 800, which proves that demand for these auctions is there and people want to buy unique pieces of Lincolnshire's heritage.
Well, it's something we've been doing for several years now. We review our catalogue each year, our calendar each year, which we're in the process of doing. I mean, there's no reason why we shouldn't have another Lincolnshire sale. They've gone well in the past, so hopefully they'll continue.
Alongside internet bidding, it seems as if auctioneering is entering a new stage of popularity, and it is a wave that Taylor's will ride and hope continues for a long time to come. Estuary TV News.
Now, next on the show, I've got my 2 guests. I promised you girls, girls, girls. In fact, we've only got 2. It's Kerry Last here, and I've got Kelly U. Pritchard from St Andrew's Hospice. Now, Kerry, you're arranging the event Girls, Girls, Girls. Tell me a bit about it.
It's a fashion and lifestyle event that's bringing together 50 of our local businesses, a lot of independent people that work for themselves, that don't have shops, that are bringing all their goods to the Humber Royal.
And what are they doing there? Once you get there, what happens?
Well, they set up their stores, and at 10:30 the Humber Royal opens its doors to girls, 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 and the general public can come in and see what fabulous exhibitors we've got there for them to look at all their goods.
And so we've got fashion, lifestyle stuff. What sorts of things will be going on in the day?
In the day, well, we've got a fashion show at 11:30 and 2 o'clock. And taking part in the fashion show is myself, Flirty Frocks, What Shall I Wear, which is Lou Marshford with her vintage and rockabilly clothes.
So what do you do with Flirty Frocks?
It's a prom and evening wear business. And
you've not got a shop, have you?
No, I've not got a shop. I run the business from home.
And how do you do that?
I offer girls a one-to-one appointment, and they come to visit me any time that's suitable to them, evenings and weekends, and we come and try on lots of dresses in a 1.5 hour appointment.
So it's sort of a special...
Yeah, it's quite an exclusive appointment.
And I suppose for a special day like that, that's what people want.
Yeah, it's important.
Now, why don't you have a shop? And I'm sure there are lots of people like you who don't as well.
Yeah, I don't have a shop because I can't afford to have one and pay the rates and everything else that goes with a shop.
And I suppose you're not alone in that, are you?
No, not at all.
And these days you can run a business that way?
Yes, my business is run from home. We live downstairs and the business is upstairs, totally above board. Everybody knows about it. And lots of the exhibitors at Girls have businesses that are very similar.
And it must be great for a lot of women who run businesses similar to be able to do that. I mean, particularly, it can't always be easy to work, can it?
No, there's a lot of the exhibitors that have children, and for them to have like businesses that they can operate from home is ideal for them. It allows them to earn a living at the same time as juggling a family, husbands and their life.
Now, this is a great area to live, but it's not London, Paris or Milan, is it? It's not known for its fashion industry. Do you think people will be surprised about the sorts of things that are on offer when they do come along?
Yeah, there's some fabulous exhibitors, some fabulous businesses locally. I don't actually think that just because these people don't have shops, I don't think people locally realise what superb businesses we do have right here on our doorstep.
And tell me now, I suppose more importantly, why are you doing this?
I decided to put on Girls last year, and due to the success of last year's event, I decided to do it again this year, but this time give all the profit from the event to the hospice. It's a charity that I hold very close to my heart, as they looked after my dad when he was very, very poorly.
Oh wow, and is he still with us?
No, sadly my dad passed away 7 years ago, and the hospice also helped with counselling when he passed away, so I really do owe the hospice an awful lot.
And I suppose that brings me nicely onto you, Kelly, because you work for St Andrew's Hospice.
That's right.
Yeah, I know you do a great deal of good work in the community, and without the hospice it would make things a lot harder for many families, but it's not cheap to keep the hospice running, is it?
It's not cheap. It costs £3.4 million pounds a year, and that's to run both the adult and the children's hospice.
I mean, a lot of people wonder, does the NHS not pay for that?
We get 12% funding from the local health authority, but as you can see, there's a big difference to meet the actual cost of running the hospice.
And that's just the running cost. You've got a big rebuild project at the moment, haven't you?
We do. We've already raised £4 million towards the redevelopment, but we've still got £2.5 million to go. So events that, like Kerry has organised are vital if we're going to keep St Andrew's Hospice running year on year.
But you do get great support from people like Kerry and others.
We have huge support, so events like Girls, but we also get people doing challenge events for us. We run our own events, so the whole community really in North East Lincolnshire and Lincolnshire as a whole really do support the hospice. Yeah, we're very lucky.
That's great. And if people do want to go along, just tell us quickly, we're running out of time, but what can people expect and how can they get tickets? When should they turn up?
Well, the event is this Sunday, the 26th of October, at the Humber Royal on Littlecoats Road in Grimsby. The event is free. You don't have to pay for anything. Just come along and see all our fabulous exhibitors. We've got fashion, beauty, cosmetics, jewellery, handbags, everything girly. It's a total girly event and it's absolutely fabulous.
And that's at the Humber Royal?
Yes, at the Humber Royal.
Okay, brilliant. Well, I wish you all the best with it.
Thank you very much.
Kelly, I wish you all the best with the fundraising.
Thank you.
And may it continue. And hopefully it should be a great time had by all.
Right, thank you very much.
What time's the fashion show?
11:30 and 2 o'clock.
Brilliant. Okay, well, thank you very much for both coming in.
Right, thank you.
Now, don't forget that if you've got any stories or events that you'd like to share with us, you can get in touch with us on Grimsby 31553. You can find us on social media. That's search for us on Twitter or Facebook. Or you can email us at news@estuary.tv. That's all from me. Bye for now.